Good, y'all. So it has officially been confirmed that Tariq and Tommy Egan are going to have a spinoff together in the Power series. Deadline reports that the project, currently known as Power Legacy, hails from Power Book 4 forces Gary Lennon and Kendra Chapman. They'll serve as executive producers on the planned series, with Lennon serving as the showrunner. Michael Rainey Jr., who plays Tariq, and Joseph Sikora, who plays Tommy, are expected to reprise their respective roles as Tariq St. Patrick and Tommy Egan in the project, which takes place in the present timeline. What else did they have to say? They said the new project, if it moves forward, will join Power Origins on the star lineup. Set after the events of Raising Kanan, the Origins offshoot focuses on the early years of Ghost and Tommy. It has not been officially picked up by the network yet. However, Sasha Penn, in the showrunner on the prequel after having previously worked on Raising Kanan, it's mentioned that the chances of a pickup allowing the series to move forward are looking good. In terms of what to expect from the new spinoff, it will likely open the door for some kind of crossover between Tommy and Tariq. That remains speculative. However, since it's very early in the process, stars will have to relinquish the Power universe in any case, since Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and Power Book 4 are ending and will both be returning for their final seasons. Power has kept itself viable, both in terms of viewership and financially, by knowing when to expand with the spinoff and when to pull back. Tommy and Tariq both stretch back to the first series in the franchise. The fact that they are once again likely to take center stage more than a decade after the debut of the original is an encouraging sign to the fans that favorites can still pop up so long as they are alive and well. Even those who aren't may have the chance to go to the prequel route, which has already been proven to work well. So this is great news, man. I'm excited about this. Obviously, Tommy and Tasha came back to pretty much help Tariq, in his situation that he was in that most recent season of Power. And I think when we found out that the Power Book 2 was having its last season, I think everybody was disappointed because the way that it got announced, it seemed as though it wasn't supposed to be the last season, right? Many people like myself felt like there should have been at least 2 more seasons, with Tariq and Kane and Mary J. Blige, you know what I'm saying? Like Mary J. Blige, she ended up passing away in that final season. And I just felt like there was more that they could have done. And just the way that the last episode of that season ended, it just didn't feel right. Like it didn't feel like it was supposed to end like that. So I'm excited about this. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? I've tried to watch Power Force with Tommy. I've tried to watch it like 10 times. I can never get past the first season, right? It takes place in Chicago, and I think the problem with me is whenever there's a brand new season of a new series, you're pretty much getting familiar with the new characters on the show, right? Like, for example, I think Raising Kanan is the best Power out of all of them. Even the first original one with Ghost. I think Raising Kanan, to me, has the best actors on there. I just think the story is the best story out of all of them. But I've told this to other people, and they've told me the same thing I'm saying about Power Force. Like, they tell me that they tried to watch Raising Kanan and they couldn't get past the first couple of episodes, and I had to explain to them the reason why you're not liking it is because you're getting introduced to a brand new cast, right? You're not going to see Ghost, you're not going to see Tariq, you're not going to see Tommy, right? The only character that you really know is Kanan and Jukebox. But once you get familiarized with the characters, you find out that, the acting is incredible. All of the characters have their own unique story. You got Marvin, who's fucking hilarious. You got Kanan's mom, who was an absolute savage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to realize that's where Kanan got his savagery from, was from his mom. And, yeah, man, I'm going to have to force myself to watch Power Force, because this new spinoff between, Tariq and Tommy, linking up once again, the spinoff is gonna be based off of whatever happens in the final season of Power Force with Tommy. So I'm gonna start watching the show today. I'm gonna catch up on it, because now that I know that we're gonna get a spinoff with Tariq and Tommy, you want to make sure that you catch up on all of these shows so you know exactly what's going on. And they also confirmed that the Power Origins that shows the early years of Ghost and Tommy, it has not been confirmed. It's not official yet. So we don't know if we're actually going to get that series. I think that however, if the final season of Raising Kanan performs well as far as the ratings and the viewership, I think that's what's gonna either greenlight or derail us getting the Power Origins, because it's basically going to be just like Raising Kanan, right? Raising Kanan is showing us the early years of Kanan. We haven't seen a young Ghost in this show. We haven't seen a young Tommy in this show. You understand what I'm saying? And we're not, we could see them in the final season. There is one more season, so there is a chance that we could see a young Tommy and a young Ghost in the final season of Raising Kanan to help green light that Power Origin story where we see the early years of Ghost and Tommy. So we'll see what happens with that. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. Are you excited about this? I hope Braylon comes back too, man. You got to have Braylon in the spinoff, man. You got to have Tariq's right-hand man, Braylon, in the spinoff with Tommy and Tariq. It's your boy Wavy. Subscribe, click that like button, share the video. I'm out.